Google's new ad format making people anxious. Lavabit is coming back for 5 days only. Some good news for Google Fiber, some bad news for DLink customers, and textbooks delivered by drones. But are their heads up in the clouds? All this tonight on a jam-packed Exploring Tech. This episode of Exploring Tech is brought to you by DLink, with hundreds of products at insanely good prices and with worldwide free shipping. If you need a gadget, a gizmo, or just something cool, head to DLink via mulliganmedia.net/DX. Welcome to Exploring Tech, I'm Dominic Mulligan. A new type of ad format is causing some unease across the web this week. Google is set to launch shared endorsements, where, as of November 11, user reviews will appear alongside ads. Google has released a small number of examples that show reviews being posted alongside ads in Maps, Shopping, and Search. It's unclear whether these endorsements will be shown to all, or if your face and review will simply be shown to those in your Google Plus circles. The former seems largely pointless, while forms of the second already appear on sites like Facebook and Twitter. Thankfully, Google is being quite upfront about this change and is giving users an easy way to opt out. The link to that settings page is in the description of this video. Encrypted email service Lavabit was forced offline last August following pressure from the United States government to reveal the information that it held on NSA whistleblower Edward Snowden, who was a user of their service. This week, they announced that they'd be coming back in a limited capacity to allow stranded users to copy their lost emails. Users will be given a 72-hour window in which to reset their passwords and then 5 days to download their emails for safekeeping. PC World has all the information and their article is linked in the description. A security vulnerability has been found in a number of DLink routers. Security researcher Craig Hefner discovered a backdoor in version 1.13 of the DLink firmware for the DIR100 router. The backdoor allows anyone to bypass the router's internal username and password and access the configuration pages without logging in. All you need to do is change the user agent string that is sent by your web browser whenever you access a website. When this value is changed to this string, which, when spelt backwards, reads edit by Joel 04882 backdoor, a user can access all of the router's settings without being asked for a password. It's unclear whether this entryway was made deliberately for testing purposes or for some other reason, but it really shouldn't have made it through to a release. A number of DLink devices, as well as 2 routers from the Japanese company Planex, are affected. This sneaky bit of code has been known, at least in small circles, since at least 2010, when the string appeared on a Russian internet forum. However, there was no indication that anyone had yet figured out what to do with it. We expect that DLink will fix this in the coming weeks, and we'll let you know when that happens. Some good news now for Google Fiber customers. Last week, Google changed Fiber's terms of service to explicitly allow home servers. The move comes after a complaint to the FCC claiming the terms of service, which previously banned servers of all types, violated net neutrality rules. The new terms of service still prohibits commercial services, but allows various types of personal, non-commercial servers, including game servers and VPNs. Michael Slinger, Director of Business Operations at Google Fiber, wrote last week that Google is, however, working on a product for small business, but that they don't have anything to share at this time. An Australian startup has announced their plans to deliver textbooks to students via drones. Flirty, a joint venture between textbook rental company Zookle and software company Vimbra, announced in a media release on Tuesday that they're adapting technology developed at the University of Sydney to create a new drone-based delivery service for Zookle's customers. From the press release, Zookle will be using Flirty to deliver parcels free of charge directly to a customer's location. Customers within the drone zone will receive a notification on their smartphone that will enable them to track the parcel via GPS. They will then be able to receive the parcel directly at any outdoor location. This delivery method will significantly reduce waiting times from 2 to 3 days to as little as 2 to 3 minutes. Of course, something this ambitious doesn't come without some criticism, and there's certainly been murmurs that the whole plan may be a publicity stunt. The plan bears a startling resemblance to the Tacocopter, a hoax that early last year promised Mexican food deliveries from the sky. If they are serious though, there's a lot of questions left unanswered. A Sydney Morning Herald article reports that drones will fly high enough to avoid pedestrians and below 122 metres, and that the drones are capable of carrying up to 2 kilograms. The payload is intended to be delivered via a lowering cord that will release the package if gentle force is applied. Now, I've done the math on that, and if a package were to come dislodged at a conservative 50 metres off the ground, it would be travelling at around about 31 metres per second by the time it hit the ground. That's about 112 kilometres per hour. At the upper limit of 122 metres above the ground, it's closer to 175. Let's just say that I would not want to be in the way. Also of concern is the security of the drones themselves. It wouldn't take much to pluck one out of the air during a delivery, and they're presumably not a disposable asset. Of course, and if you'll pardon the pun, the project might not get off the ground at all. A venture like this has to be approved by the Civil Aviation Safety Authority, and although Zookle founder Ahmed Haider is, quote, pretty sure they're on board, as of yesterday the authority confirmed that it is yet to receive an application. Of course, we're not sure if Zookle and Flirty are serious or if this is just a publicity stunt. Only time will tell, but with a test flight slated for early November, we shouldn't have much time to wait. Of course, when that day rolls around, we'll be sure to let you know. Until next week, I've been Dominic Mulligan, and this has been Exploring Tech. See ya.